What's going on, Predators? Travis here from Apex Predator Outdoors. We're going to do another little supplement review here. Again, reviewing Mountain Ops series of pre-workout and intra-workout supplements here, post-workout as well. Next, we're going to talk about, in the chain, we're going to talk about the Mountain Ops Yeti. So this is the first pre-workout I ever had by them. And again, I'm kind of going to be gauging these things and these supplements by a few different things. So first, we're going to talk about the how many servings this has, how it works, the good or bad, functionally, and then we're also going to talk about how it compares to some of the other things that are on the market. Now, as far as pre-workouts goes, I have tried a ton of pre-workouts. I have tried a lot of different ones. I've literally gone to GNC and bought half the shelf. I mean, over a period of about a year or so. My favorite so far that I'm going to be kind of directly comparing this to is the Beyond Raw Labs Lit, and that's just kind of the one I've settled on. It's an amazing pre-workout. It does have its own, it's not 100% perfect, but it's kind of like my bar for judging these things. So, talking about the Mountain Ops Yeti, though, again, this is a pre-workout supplement. It's got a wide variety of flavors, which we'll get into. And really the key thing about the Yeti and what makes it special, it's got a mix of different compounds in there that help with a staged nitric oxide release. So basically, there's two main components of a pre-workout that give you kind of what we like to call the pumps, or they give you the kind of the drive to help your muscles continue and go longer. These two things are called L-Citrulline and L-Arginine. Sorry if I mispronounced that, by the way. But basically, these two, the L-Arginine is one that is kind of the way I understand it, is a slower release or a slower producing supplement that, again, will make you, because it's not actually a nitric oxide itself, but what it does is it causes your body to release that into the system. So L-Arginine is one that goes, and it's a long, slower burning, right? Your body has to go through more to process it. And some supplements will look at that and be like, oh, okay, well, if it takes longer, it's harder for your body to process, or not harder, but it's a lot slower to process and it's not as good. And so if you get a lot of the pre-workout supplements that are geared more towards the gym, like Ghost and, the Beyond Raw Labs Lit and some of these other ones, again, they have a lot more of the L-Citrulline, which is a fast-burning nitric oxide releasing supplement. And they don't focus as much on the L-Arginine. Some of them might have it in there. Some completely will actually leave it out. But I think it's really good about the Mountain Ops Yeti is that it does have both of them. So it gets you that initial fast, hard burn where you can get a really quick release of nitric oxide in your body. And if you don't know, basically supplements that release nitric oxide in there, what that nitric oxide does is it helps your body move nitrogen and fuel basically into the muscles so that they don't fatigue as easy. So it carries that and nourishes your muscles, and it allows them to get rid of lactic acid a little bit quicker. So for instance, if I go to the gym and I work out really hard and things like that, and then once my muscles fatigue, they usually kind of stay fatigued for a while. If I peak out, I'll peak out really quick. With a nitric oxide supplement, what happens is that it allows your muscles to dump all that lactic acid, and once you cool down for a little bit, a lot of times you'll feel that almost like you've not even worked out yet. So it gives you that much more time in the gym without fatiguing, or at least that's the experience it has on me. And so that's really the benefit of taking these pre-workout supplements. So let's go through the label a little bit more and talk about generally what each thing does and how it helps you for that. So overall, supplement facts. So it's you got 10 calories, and this is in one scoop. This does have 30 servings in one container. It is a 15.8 ounce or 450 gram container here. So it's got obviously zero fat, and it has less than 1 gram of carbs. So again, if you're on a keto or a low carb diet, this is going to work really great for you. It has 0 grams of sugars. It has 0 grams of fiber. I wasn't expecting much fiber anyways, but then here comes the L-Arginine and L-Citrulline. These are again the ones that are the nitric oxide releasing supplements. So these encourage your body to release nitric oxide in order to again help your muscles quickly recover and, you know, quickly get rid of that lactic acid so that you can continue doing that activity. So on that note, the L-Arginine is going to be very helpful. Again, that's that slow burning one. So if you're doing a long hike through the mountains, you need to have muscle endurance or even cardio endurance. This is going to help with that because it's going to give that nitric oxide over a long period of time because your body takes longer to burn. And so this is where they claim is 20 plus hours nitric oxide release, because again, you're going to get that hard, fast L-citrulline release in the beginning, and then that L-Arginine is going to process a lot more slowly. So you'll kind of continue that nitric oxide, what I call a burn or processing for, you know, over 20 hours. Next it's got creatine monohydrate. The creatine, basically what it does is it rushes fluid into the muscles. So you'll notice whenever you're taking this, that whenever you're in the gym and you're really hitting it hard, you got a lot of blood flow going in your muscles, that they're going to swell really big. So you're going to feel that pressure and that tension. Some people think that would be like a negative thing to have whenever you're in the gym. Honestly, I absolutely love it because it's almost more encouragement, because it's like almost like whenever you're doing the workout, you almost feel immediate results from it. Even though it's not going to stay, as soon as that process through your system, that's going to go away. That fluid's going to go away. The water to the muscles is going to drop. But it gives you that instant feeling of like, it kind of just helps with encouragement, I think. So I'm sure there's some more behind that and what it does. In the comments, if you know more about that, you can help us and just, you know, post down there what your experiences are with each of these things. Love to see that conversation. So next you got a Camosin Beta-Alanine. I think it's a kind of a proprietary thing that they've got, is a Beta-Alanine, L-Glutamine, caffeine. And so some of these ingredients, I'm going to have links in the description below, so make sure you read the description so you can see more information about what these do. But L-glutamine 400 milligrams and caffeine 200 milligrams of caffeine. So if you are susceptible to stimulants, you might want to stay away from this one. 200 milligrams of caffeine is not as much as what a lot of people think. It's, you know, probably just a couple cups of coffee or so. Not super serious. Okay, but for me personally, about 200 milligrams, 250 milligrams is about the most I would want in a pre-workout, because if it gets more than that, let's say I have like a 300, 320 milligram, like you see in like those Bang energy drinks, if I go later on and I forget about it and I have a large, you know, soda or I don't know, or a cup of coffee or something like that to help settle my stomach after dinner, it could throw me over the top and make me sick because I get too much caffeine in my system. So I have to kind of watch that. Again, 200 milligrams is about the threshold that I like to have. It gives me that. The caffeine kind of gives you the energy, gives you that desire to go in the gym and work out, and help you keep you motivated. So the black pepper extract, I believe that has a lot of, what do you call them, antioxidants in it. You know, again, it helps you recover and things like that. Then it's just got a whole list of vitamins. Vitamin C, 60 milligrams, vitamin D3, 2500 IU, vitamin K2, 20 micrograms, B3, 50 milligrams, B6, 2 milligrams. B12, it uses the methylcobalamin for B12, which is a really good one, because the other one, common one, is cyanocobalamin. The cyanocobalamin actually isn't quite as bioavailable, so it takes your body, it doesn't process as much of it. So if you were to take an equal amount of methylcobalamin, you'll have a lot more of that actually absorbed and used by your body. And it's got 5 micrograms of that. Folate, folic acid, magnesium, and chromium. These are basically just things, or minerals that you would normally find in like natural drinking water and things like that, or tap water, things that will kind of just, again, help add to your muscle recovery and just, you know, make you overall healthier. Good stuff. So the recommendation of this is to mix 1 scoop into about 10 to 16 ounces of water. What I usually do is, if I'm hitting the gym really fast, like I know I've got, you know, hey, I've got about 30 minutes to go running to the gym, and maybe an hour. I usually don't have more than 30 minutes, but maybe I have an hour to go to the gym and work out really quick. I don't have 2 hours to sit there and really take my time and enjoy it. Then what I'll do is I'll mix it with a little bit of water, maybe 8 ounces or so, and the taste will be a little bit stronger. But then whenever I chug that, I can go hit the gym, and it's actually going to work a little bit faster in my system too. If I dilute it a little bit more, then it's going to work a little bit slower in my body, but it will still give me the same effects over time. Overall, how does this compare to other pre-workouts out there? Again, I kind of told you that the LIT from Beyond Raw Labs was kind of my baseline. That's the one I've used most often. That's one I've kind of like become most comfortable with, besides the Yeti and the Keep Hammering series, which I'll talk about the Keep Hammering series here in another video. It's also a pre-workout. The Yeti is the one I've used the most out of all of the different ones, though. I keep coming back to it for several reasons. One, this has the best flavor of any pre-workout supplement or any BCAA or anything that I've ever tasted, and that is the Tiger's Blood flavor. Tiger's Blood, if you don't know, is kind of like a strawberry coconut flavor. Flat out amazing. Changed my mind. I don't know. There's nothing better than that. You know, post in the comment below if you totally disagree with me, but they have a wide variety of flavors here. Whenever I first started drinking the Yeti, I bought some when I was traveling for work. I was out in California and I tried the peach flavor. And I thought the peach flavor was pretty good. It was a little weak on the flavor though, but then I found, again, if I just mix a little less water in there, it makes the flavor stronger. And I ended up really liking the peach flavor. I've tried the fruit punch. I've tried the, I think that one time they had a green apple flavor. The strawberry, I've had the Tiger's Blood. I've been using this stuff for a long time, and so far Tiger's Blood is just an absolutely, the flavor just goes hard, man. Okay, just try it. I highly recommend that. But this is where, compared to other supplements, I was talking about the citrulline level and the nitrous oxide that you get from that. And this is kind of where Mountain Ops really stole the show for me, was in that long burning nitric oxide. And because I can use this not only for the gym and I get that fast burn that I can really use right away, but also I can use this if I were doing like a backpacking trip and I am packing out and I am carrying a load of elk with me, or I'm doing something very rigorous that's going to be a long running endurance activity. This is going to help a lot with that. If I'm going for a long ruck run like you saw me do in my past video, anything like that, that long burning L-Arginine is going to give me that endurance that I need to continue on. It's going to help with your heart function. It's going to help with your muscle function. Overall, it's just going to be absolutely great. And I'm not sure if that's the only thing in here that contributes to that endurance that it gives me, but it definitely helps. And so for me, if we're going to do a pack out or doing a several mile hike with gear on my back through the mountains, that's one of the first things I'm going to be looking at to take with me is the Mountain Ops Yeti, because it is, for me, it's proven and true. Again, I've gotten some amazing workouts from it. Recovery wise too, like I feel like I just feel better after recovering from a hard 2-hour gym time with that. And it doesn't push me over the top. It's not so loaded with caffeine that I get sick from it or anything like that. So it's a really well balanced, really great endurance and hardcore workout supplement, and I 100% recommend you try it. So thanks guys for watching. This is I love doing these kind of things and talking about this stuff. I'm real passionate about using these supplements to make you healthier and make your workouts better and make you stronger and faster. If you liked the video here, please subscribe. Hit that little button down below. It doesn't take any time to do so, and it really helps me out. Thank you for tuning in. Click the little like button if you like this, and I want to hear y'all's discussion about this and what you think and what you'd like to see. Yeah, guys, please all just have a great day, and as always, keep defying the odds.